Hey guys, and welcome back to IAmBeautifulHustler TV. Today I'll be showing you guys how to do a blunt cut curly bob using Liaza hair. Now they did send over this beautiful curly wig, and you already know curly hair is my favorite. And my mom always does like long curly looks, so I decided to do this short curly look on her today. Now they did send me over this beautiful curly wig as I mentioned. And they also send over a few goodies in the box as well. Now, this will be another did not pluck video for you guys, and just for basically my beginners, for those who are not so good with plucking and stuff like that. So I'm going to show you how you can still slay your wig without having to do the extra hard work. Now I did go ahead and bleach the knots on this wig, but I'm just going to jump straight into actually installing this wig on camera. And here's what the wig looks like after bleaching, and I did go ahead and add, the foundation in the inside. And usually I show you guys the first two layers. I'm actually going to show you the last two layers before I actually install the wig and then get into laying it down and everything like that. So as I mentioned, I'm showing you the last two layers, and I am using the GHOSTBOND lace glue. Now I did go ahead and apply the first two layers off camera, and I just wanted to show you how I do the final lay downs before actually laying down the lace, because I always show you when I first do it. But this right here is layer 3. Then after this layer, I am going to go ahead and do layer 4 and then begin to lay down this lace wig. Now, this wig pretty much fitted her hairline perfectly. It wasn't that much of the hair that I had to cut as far as making the wig match her hairline. So if you do have a hairline similar to my mom's, then this wig should probably work good for you, especially if you're a beginner. But even if you're not a beginner and you know how to plucking this wig will be even 10 times as better for you if you know how to pluck, and just making it look as natural as you want it to look. Now, when it do come to the last two layers, I do try to put a little more than I used on the first two layers, and I just still like to just blend that out really good so it can dry clear. And a tip I always tell my subscribers, when you are applying any lace glue that you are using, pretty much apply the lace glue in the same pattern of the client's natural hairline, and that way you will not have to worry about gluing your customer's wig too far down or too far back. Just make sure you lay the glue the same exact way that the hairline flows, and that way when you are cutting off that extra lace, it should already be the shape and the formation of their hairline, which will make it look how it's supposed to, opposed to it being too far down or anything like that. And that's my number one tip that I give everyone, especially if you do have that low hairline issue or the low dips on the side. I always recommend that you just follow the shape of that natural hairline. Now I am going to go ahead and pull this lace down into this glue and begin cutting off the extra lace. And when I melt that lace in, I do blow dry it on warm to hot heat, and I just use my comb and my fingers and everything like that, just to really get that glue melted on that lace. And I do recommend that you pull the lace down into place, having your client hold it down on each side, and then blow drying it. I'm going to do some videos where, installing the lace section by section as far as gluing, but I do like to just get all that glue on there at once and just, mold everything down. And then any places that's still lifting, I like to just tack that down after getting a majority of the wig, laid into that glue. So, yeah. Now, once you get everything all tacked down, you want to go ahead and part off a thin section where, you know, of hair that will be used to create your baby hairs. And especially because I did not pluck this wig, you want to make sure you take out a little bit. Yeah, you want to make sure you take out a little bit, but then I like to also part that section out, and then taking my BIOSILK or my bed hair, and I just spray that across that hairline, and then tie it down with the elastic band. That way it can mold and melt and, you know, get everything like that. And then I will actually get into the styling of this wig and cut it even so it's a nice, you know, kind of like shoulder length blunt cut bob. So when it comes to styling, as I always mention, whether the hair is straight, deep wave, kinky, body wave, like I always press out the roots no matter what. Like this is a step that I probably would never skip unless you guys want to see, like if you don't know how to use a hot comb or something, like how the results will come out or whatever like that. But I will always hot comb out the roots simply because it just comes out neater that way. And as you can see, like before I even hot comb the roots, how curly it is, like it would have never laid as flat and as neat as I needed it to be if I did not hot comb those roots out. So that's why I always do this step. So yeah, I will you know, go ahead and cut that baby hair and use my wax stick and hot comb those roots, especially where my parting area is going to be, and that will help it lay flatter and much neater. And then I will go ahead and cut those baby hairs. I will do the baby hairs off camera today though, so you guys won't see that today. But as far as like concealing the part and cutting, you know, it even, I will show those steps in this video. So I went ahead and did my baby hairs off camera, and I did go ahead and use that BIOSILK to smooth, you know, everything down or whatever. But I did just go ahead and take my spray bottle, and it's nothing but water in the spray bottle, and I am just going to wet this hair all over and you know, comb it through. This wig did not shed or tangle pretty much at all, so that's a really good thing, especially with curly hair. That's why a lot of people don't like to use curly hair, because of the tangling and shedding that it may cause, you know, and frizziness and everything like that. But this wig did not give me any of those problems whatsoever. So after I finish wetting and combing it through, I am going to go ahead and take my scissors and just, like, you know, even up the cut. I did not want to do like a shortcut or anything like that, so I just, you know, evened it out and just cleaned up the ends. That way it's just like nice, clean, and blunt. And I kept it shoulder length, so I am going to just take my scissors and just briefly trim that all around, and then I'll pretty much be finished. I'm going to go ahead and take my black spray and lay my tail in the middle of that part, and taking that black spray and just, you know, cleaning it up, and then taking my concealer to perfect and straighten up that parting area. Sometimes I do curved parts, sometimes I do straight. It all depends on what kind of wig I'm working with, and this is a lace front wig, so I had to do the parting a little higher. I couldn't really do a deep side part, but it still came out pretty, so it was just like, you know, whatever. But I actually did like this wig, and make sure you take the time out to check out the description details on this hair, as far as coupon codes and everything like that, any deals that they are having. So like I mentioned, I'm just evening up this cut, nothing too major, just clean it up, even it up, getting rid of those little stringly parts and everything like that. And this is pretty much the finish, you know, the finish, the finishing final look. So let me know what you guys think about it. This is Mama back once again, always in my chair aggravating me, but y'all already know how that goes. So let me know what you think about that, and stay tuned. If you are new to my channel, just go ahead and subscribe now and turn on your bells, because we have a lot of videos coming back to back, and you do not want to miss out on anything. Also, I'm always listening, I'm always watching. I can't respond to everybody, but I do see your comments. Let me know some more requests, and thank you guys for tuning in.